Next one, energy of orbitals. For hydrogen atom, energy depends only on n value. In ground state, the electron present in hydrogen atom present in 1s orbital only. Suppose if in excited state, it can move to any further orbital depending upon the amount of energy what it has observed. So let us consider 1s, 2s, 2p. Here 2s and 2p has the same energy in the case of hydrogen atom only. Because here n value is same. Okay, gradually the energy increases to third orbital. 3s, 3p, 3d, all these three have same energy because n is the same. Next, in the case of 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, n is equal to 4, so all these four have same energy. As we move from 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, as the n value increases, the energy of the orbital increases. In the case of hydrogen, it has only one electron. Here, the remaining L value we can't consider, no need to consider L value. We can consider n value only. As the n value increases, energy of the orbital increases. Okay? Here it cannot depend upon L value, that's why here in the case of third 3s, 3p, 3d, these three has same energies. In the case of fourth one 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, all these four has same energy. In the case of 3s, 2p, these two have same energy. Okay? But if you observe in the case of multi-electron atoms, the energy depends upon both n and l. Okay, in multi-electron atoms, generally the interaction between nucleus and outermost electron decreases. As we move away from the nucleus, the interaction between the nucleus and outermost electron decreases because of shielding of inner electrons. In between the nucleus and outer electron, there may be some inner electrons are there. They can show some shielding effect or screening effect. Because of that shielding or screening effect, the interaction, nuclear attraction between the nucleus and outermost electron decreases. That can be calculated by Z effective. Z effective means effective nuclear charge. The charge felt by valence electron from nucleus decreases with increase of atomic number. If the atomic number increases, the charge experienced by the outermost electron from the nucleus decreases. The energies of orbitals of same subshell decreases with increase in atomic number. Please observe again. The energies of orbitals of same subshell decreases with increase in atomic number. In the case of object 2, this is important. Okay, please observe. All these are 2s orbitals, but this is a hydrogen atom, that is lithium atom, that is sodium and potassium. Z value increases, so automatically the energy of the orbital decreases. All are 2s orbitals, but this 2s orbital belongs to hydrogen, the 2s orbital belongs to lithium, next one belongs to sodium, next 2s orbital belongs to potassium. So as the Z value increases, the energy of the particular orbital subshell will decrease like this. Okay. Next one. Both attractive and repulsive interactions depend upon the shell and shape of the orbital. Whether it is attractive or repulsive, both type of interactions depend upon the type. Now, the shell in which the electron is present and the shape of the orbital also. For example, if you consider s orbital because of its spherical shape, the shielding is more effective in the case of s orbital because of its spherical shape. So, for the remaining orbital, the shape variation takes place. That's why shielding is not more effective like s orbital. Okay. Next one, electronic configuration. The distribution and arrangement of electrons in main shells, subshells and orbitals of an atom is called as electronic configuration. Once again, the distribution and arrangement of electrons in main shells, subshells and orbitals of an atom is called electronic configuration. To write the electronic configuration, we can follow two methods. First one is NLX method, second one is orbital diagram method. NLX method or orbital diagram method. So, next one, to write the electronic configurations, we have some rules, some laws, we need to follow them. First one, Aufbau principle. According to Aufbau, in the ground state of atoms, orbitals are filled in order of their increasing energies. Once again, in the ground state of atoms, orbitals are filled in order of their increasing energies. Generally, the relative energies of orbitals is known by n plus L value. The orbital with the lowest n plus L value is filled first. Lowest n plus L value means lowest energy. Suppose if two orbitals having same n plus L value, here we need to follow one thing. Here electron prefers the orbital with lower n value or higher n value. Okay, if two orbitals having same energy, 2 or 3 orbitals having same n plus L value, here the electron prefers the orbital which having lower n value or higher n value. Let us consider two examples. In the first case, 3d orbital and 4s orbital is given. The n plus L value for 3d orbital is 3 plus 2, that is equal to 5. For 4s orbital, 4 plus 0, that is equal to 4. So here the electron prefers to enter first 4s orbital only because it has lowest n plus L value. So if you consider 3d and 4s orbital has a lower n value, so electron enters into 4s orbital only. Next one, second example, if we consider 3d orbital, 4p orbital, 5s orbital, n plus L value for 3d orbital is 3 plus 2, 5. For 4p orbital, 4 plus 1, 5. For 5s orbital, 5 plus 0, that is equal to 5. But here electron prefers to enter into 3d orbital. Why? Because in 3d orbital, n value only 3. In 4p orbital, n value 4. In 5s orbital, n value 5. So out of these 3 orbitals, having equal n plus value, that is 5. 3d orbital has the lower n value, that's why electron here prefers 3d orbital. Next one, to know the order of energies of atomic orbitals, we can follow Euler diagram. 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f, 6s, 6p, 6d, 7s, 7p, this is 8s. If you observe, this is 1s, again 2s. Next one, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 4p, 5p, 6s, 4f, 5d, 6p, 7s, 5f, 6d, 7p, 8s. So if you observe 1, 1, here 2, 2, here 3, 3, here 4, 4 like that. Okay? So order of increasing energies of atomic orbital, 1s followed by 2s, next 2p, next 3s, next 3p, 4s, next 3d, 4p, 5s, next after 5s, 4d, 5p, 6s. Next one, 4f, 5d, 6p, 7s. Next one, 5f, 6d, 7p, 8s. This is the order of increasing the energy of atomic orbitals. Okay. Next one, Pauli's exclusion principle. Exclusion. No two electrons in an atom can have all the 4 quantum numbers as the same. Simple logic. No two electrons in an atom can have all the 4 quantum numbers as same. So let us consider beryllium, for example. Beryllium electronic configuration 1s2 ps2. 2 electrons are present in the first s orbital, 1s orbital. Another 2 electrons are present in the 2s orbital. So there are overall 4 electrons are there. Let us consider the first electron. In the first electron means it is present in 1s orbital. N is equal to 1. For L, for s orbital, L is equal to 0. If L is equal to 0, M is equal to 0. But it is present in the upward direction means the S is represented by spin quantum number is represented by plus half. Okay. For the second electron, but the only difference is downward spin. So spin quantum number is represented by minus 1 by 2. So if you observe the first and second electrons which are present in the same orbit, they can differ by spin quantum number. Next one, if you consider the third and fourth electrons which are present in the 2s orbital, so n is the same to L is equal to 0 because for s orbital L is equal to 0. If L is equal to 0, m becomes 0. But the third electron is upward spin, so plus 1 by 2. Fourth electron is downward spin, so that is minus 1 by 2. So at least they can differ with one quantum number, a spin quantum number. If you go for different atoms, so sometimes they may differ in all the quantum numbers. Minimum one quantum number, each electron differs. This is the law, this is the principle given by Pauli's. No two electrons in an atom can have all the four quantum numbers as same. Okay. Next one, Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. See the rule. Pairing of electrons in orbitals belonging to the same subshell does not take place until each orbital belonging to that subshell has got one electron each with the same spin. That means all orbitals are singly occupied. If all the orbitals are singly occupied, then only pairing of electrons takes place in the orbital. Once again, pairing up of electrons in the orbitals belonging to the same subshell does not take place until each orbital belonging to that subshell has got one electron with the same spin. That means all orbitals first they are filled with a single electron. Okay. For example, if we consider this is boron, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1. So this p orbital, the p2px orbital, one electron filled. Carbon. So here 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1. The second orbital also filled with one electron. If you observe, both have same spin. If you consider nitrogen, 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. These three orbitals are singly filled, okay, with same spin. Then pairing will take place like this. If we consider oxygen, 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, z1. So here after filling the three electrons with the same spin, in oxygen, pairing of electron takes place, this is 2px2. So if we consider fluorine, 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2, 2pz1. So after 2px2 in oxygen, in fluorine 2py2 takes place. So pairing with the opposite spin takes place. That will continue like this. So in the beginning, only electrons can occupy singly in each orbital with the same spin. Please observe this one. Once if they occupied with single electron, then only pairing will take place. During pairing only opposite spin takes place. Okay. Next one. This is the summary of Bohr-Bury rules. Bohr-Bury rules. Here K shells is given K, L, M, N. N value is given 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of sublevels is equal to N, already we know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the value is like that. Number of orbitals is equal to N square. So 1 square means 1, here 2 square means 4, 3 square means 9, 4 square means 16. Next one, number of electrons is equal to 2n square. So 2 into 1 square 2, 2 into 2 square 8, 2 into 3 square 18, 2 into 4 square 32, 2 into 5 square 50. Once again observe this one. This is a shell KLMNO. This is n value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number of sublevels that is equal to n. So same value will come. Number of orbitals that is equal to n square. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 like that. Number of electrons that is equal to n square. So 2, 8, 18, 32, 50. Because this is the summary of Bohr-Bury rule. This is the summary of Bohr-Bury rule. Okay, right. Next one, stability of atoms. Extra stability for half-filled or completely filled orbital. Generally we can observe the extra stability for half-filled orbital or completely filled orbital is because of two reasons. One is the symmetrical distribution of electrons. First one is symmetrical distribution of electrons. Second one is exchange energy. Once again, the extra stability for off-filled or completely filled orbital is because of two reasons. The first one is symmetrical distribution of electrons. Second one is exchange energy. What is the meaning of exchange energy? The amount of energy released when two electrons with similar energy and the same spin exchanges their position without change in electronic configuration. Once again observe, the amount of energy released when two electrons with similar energy and same spin exchanges their position without change in electronic configuration. That is called as exchange energy. Generally, the shifting of electrons from one orbit to another orbit in the same subshell is called exchange. Once again, the shifting of electrons from an orbital to another in the same sublevel is called exchange. Okay, the stability directly proportional to exchange energy. Stability directly proportional to exchange energy. Two electrons with a parallel spin remain further apart than two electrons with opposite spin. What is the meaning of this one? If the electrons with a parallel spin means they can maintain some distance. Okay, when comparing with the two electrons with opposite spin. Generally, two electrons with opposite spin come together. Two electrons with a parallel spin can move away. So, this can influence exchange energy. Exchange energy is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2 k. K means units here. Okay, here n is equal to number of electrons having parallel spins. Once again, exchange Ex means E exchange energy is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2k. K is the unit. Here n is equal to number of electrons having parallel spins. Suppose if you observe this example, in this one, 3d4, 4 single electrons with the parallel spin is there, 4s2. 4s2 means 2 electrons with opposite. If you observe here 4 electrons, here out of these 2 electrons, 1. Overall 5 electrons with parallel spin we can observe. So here n is equal to 5. So exchange energy is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. That's why here n is equal to 5. 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2. You can get 10. You can get 10k. Please observe here. This is 4. Okay, so next, if the case is like this, 3d5, 4s1. If we here in d orbital, all the 5 electrons are with parallel spin. In 4s orbital, 1 electron parallel spin. So here number of electrons having parallel spin n is equal to 6. Then Ex is equal to n of n minus 1 by 2. So 6 into 5 by 2, 15k. So if you observe, the number of electrons here 4 plus 2 6, here 5 plus 1 6. But the exchange energy in the second case is 15k, in the first case is only 10k. So in this case the configuration with 3d5 4s1 has more stable because of more exchange energy. Okay, more exchange energy.